Now, joining us in the studio is Debbie O'Connor. She's the CEO of White River Design here in Sydney, the brains behind the Creative Fringe, a co-working space for collaborating entrepreneurs, and founder of the Plastic Fantastic Challenge. Debbie, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
No worries. Now, it seems like you've got your hands in a lot of different projects, but I'm most interested in this Plastic Fantastic Challenge. Do you mind just talking us through what that is?
Yeah, look, I think plastic bags have become a pesky problem in society today, and they land up in our waterways, they land up in landfill, they don't biodegrade very well. And so what we've tried to do is come up with a creative solution that can help not only our environment, but also a social problem, which is homelessness as well.
Wow, so how have you gone about doing that?
So what we've done is we've found a way that we can cut plastic bags up and we can turn them into plan, which is...
Sorry, you turn them into what?
Plan, which is plastic yarn.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. And once you've got plan, we can then use this like you would wool.
So how do you do that? How do you turn it into yarn?
So we actually use crochet hooks and we crochet them into mats.
Wow.
So this is an example of one of the sleeping mats that's been made by one of our volunteers.
It's quite large. That is...
Yeah. So it's quite large.
And it's
quite
soft.
So it means that if somebody is sleeping rough, if they are sleeping on this, it's a bit of a better night's sleep. It's not a, you know, it's
better
not
than
a
cardboard
solution.
boxes or something.
And it's water resistant because it's plastic.
That's exactly right.
It would be cold resistant too, wouldn't it?
Yes, so the insulation side of it is really good. It doesn't turn to mush like a cardboard box would if it gets wet, and it's very mobile. So they can pretty much roll it up and take it wherever they need to go.
So can anyone do this? Can anyone do this from their home or?
Absolutely. So we have got people doing all different parts of the challenge. Some of them are collecting their plastic bags, cutting them up and turning them into plan, which they then donate to us or to someone who might then be able to crochet. And then if they can crochet, then they actually make the mats themselves.
How many plastic bags does it take to make one like that?
About 700.
Wow.
700 in this one mat?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the impact on the environment is significant.
That's huge, isn't it? 700 bags out of the environment with every mat.
That's exactly
Wow.
right.
And how long does it take?
So, look, it depends on your skill set. I had no idea how to crochet at all.
That would be me.
That's my mat.
Hey, that's pretty
Mine
good.
is a lot tighter, a very different type of stitch, I guess, to
And are
what
there
this
more
one
mats?
is.
Are there more mats in this one since it's a tighter stitch?
Yeah, so there are about 800 bags in that
Wow.
one.
Okay.
And that took me a couple of months. But the lady who did this one, Jen, was amazing. She's actually done 2, and she's been able to produce 2 in about 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know how much time she's been spending on it, but yeah, she's been able to do that as well as make blankets for the homeless as well.
Wow.
Now, you were telling us a lovely story about a young girl who went to school. Can you tell us again that story?
Absolutely. Jessica, she saw her mother cutting up plastic bags and asked her what was going on. And her mum said, well, look, the Creative Fringe is putting together this Plastic Fantastic Challenge, and so we're turning these plastic bags into mats. And she thought it was such a wonderful idea, but she's quite a shy girl. And so she went to her head teacher and said, look, you know, could I encourage people to bring their plastic bags in? So she stood up on stage in front of the whole school, and people started bringing in their plastic bags, and her poor mother, Melissa, was sitting at home cutting these things up and eventually had to say, look, Jess, you're going to have to get back up on stage and tell everybody that's enough now. And between the 2 of them, they were able to donate a box full of plan, which would make up an entire mat, so 700 bags.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can I ask where the idea actually came from? Because I've never seen this done before, but it's so genius.
Yeah, look, I'm from South Africa, and in South Africa, this is done by the locals a lot, turning plastic bags into different things. So they might be mats that are non-slip mats to go in the bath or the shower.
You see those in Asia a lot.
That's exactly right. But the idea actually came about as part of our Think Outside the Square challenge, which was a knitting challenge for making 20 by 20 centimetre squares into blankets. And while we were sitting all sewing these squares together, one of the ladies there said, what if we were to do something like these mats. And that's when I looked into it and decided that's a really good challenge to have.
Wow. So what kind of reaction have you had from, have you actually been giving them out? Like, who does that?
So what we've been doing is collecting all the ply and getting people to make the mats. We've done a few workshops, and the idea is to donate these on the 1st of June, so get in for winter, to Mama Lina's Community Foundation, which is one of our local foundations that supports the homeless. But if anyone's getting involved, they can donate it to any community service group that might be doing this.
No, it just sounds like there is a strong focus that you have on actually helping the homeless people, you know, with your blankets and with your mat. Why is that so?
Look, I think, you know, when we're lucky enough to have a roof over our head, we get to get into a warm bed at night. A lot of people that are homeless are not there because they want to be. A lot of it is, you know, mental health issues. And so to try and make somebody's life just a little bit easier from a community point of view, I think is a really important thing for us to do.
So if people want to get involved, where can we find you?
So the Creative Fringe, we have a Facebook page. We also have on our website, we've got an entire page dedicated to the challenge where people can make ply, they can make mats, and just get involved. Do something good for the community, good for the environment.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Honestly, I really want to teach myself how to crochet now. I'm going to be going to your website and learning how to do this because it's such an awesome idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we'll have to check that out. And if you'd like to get involved, head on over to thecreativefringe.com.au to find out more. You know, we can all be doing something to make less of an impact, whether that's using less plastic bags, knitting these mats, or even just giving our loved ones a hug. If you like what you've seen in today's episode, please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube and continue the conversation there. Until next time, God bless you, and thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And there's always a place for you at the table. See you next time.